Welcome to today's webinar presented by supercoder.com. Supercoder.com is an online coding solution offering Part A and B coding reference tools, resources, and not more than 30 specialty coding and compliance newsletters from the Coding Institute in one site. I hope you enjoy this short session.
Understand that every office visit, and when I'm talking office visit, I'm talking the 99201 to 205 new patient, 99212 to 215 established patients. If I'm talking consults, 99241 to 45 office consults. Those are called office visits. Okay, we have preventive care, but they're not actually called an office visit. All right. All office visits have three key factors: history, physical, medical decision making. As you probably know, all of your new patient visits have to have all three key factors be present. Your established patient visits only have 2 out of the 3 key factors. So for an established patient visit, 99212 to 215, you can have a history and physical medical decision making, or history and medical decision making. One of the bigger things that offices do incorrectly is to assume that a 99202, for example, is the same as a 99212. And they're not. As you can see at the bottom of this slide, 99202 has an expanded problem-focused history and physical with straightforward medical decision-making, where 99212 is a problem-focused history and physical, straightforward medical decision-making. So practices tend to get themselves into a little trouble when they put on a charge ticket, for example. The new patient code's on one side and the established patient code's next to it, because they are not the same criteria. And we're going to go through that criteria in just 1 second. On slide number 4, let's start with the history. Understand there are 4 parts to a history in an office visit. We have a chief complaint, a history present illness, referred to as the HPI, review of systems, referred to as the ROS, past medical family social history, referred to as PMFSH. Now, with that said, there are 4 types of history: problem-focused, expanded problem-focused, detailed, and comprehensive. Now, if you look at the next slide, you'll see what's called the history present illness. These are actually the words that we're using to describe the HPI. Okay, we typically don't say timing, quality, context, etc. I've seen those notes written that way. I don't particularly, as an auditor, like to see that, because it makes me think you're doing your coding specifically to get to a certain level. But we're going to use certain words to describe it now. There are 8 HPIs, but understand that CPT does not recognize duration. CMS, Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, does. And so I always go by Medicare rules and regulations, which is basically what everybody follows out in the industry. So first we have timing. This is how often does something occur. One time, constant, intermittent. We have quality as a description of discomfort. Is it sharp? Is it dull? Is it stabbing? Is it acute? Is it chronic? Is it improving? Is it better? Is it worse? Severity is literally a scale of 1 to 10. What I see frequently is has a moderate cough. That's really not severity. Severity means a scale of 1 to 10, okay, or doubled over in pain, crying. Context: where or what was the patient doing when their signs or symptoms at home occurred? Fell off a slide, fell off a dressing table, hurt their foot playing football, started coughing during the night, okay? Location, and this is probably one of the easiest ones and seldom recorded. Where on the body are the signs and symptoms? Right ear, left ear, right lower quadrant pain, that kind of thing. Duration: when did it start? A year ago, has had it since birth, started an hour ago. Associated signs or symptoms, whether they're positive or negative, okay? So understand that we only need 1, and any others can be referred to as a review of system. And then last but not least is modifying factors. What has the patient done to help themselves, or what have you, the physician, done to help the patient? Okay? So these are the HPI that we're going to use.
Supercoder is the fastest growing online reference tool with more than 25,000 subscribers. Call 866-228-9252 to get a free product demo, or sign up at supercoder.com for a 7-day free trial.